I don't know if you can make out this spider web line right here. I'll put it. Can you make it out? It keeps moving up in the air. Let me get a little closer here. Just see that line right there going up and down. That spider web goes from this tree all the way across the road, all the way up to one of these power lines. Now, how in the heck did they do that? That is just right over my head right now. Right up, all the way up. I can't figure that one out. Well, I'll tell you what, that's a pretty industrious little spider. I'm going to go ahead and just leave it. We have Tom back in the old shop again today. And how we doing, buddy?
We're extremely frustrated.
Why do we... Hey, we do not get frustrated, do we?
Well...
Do we worry about anything?
I'd rather not have to,
Tom, repeat after me. We worry about nothing.
We worry about nothing.
There you go. We worry about nothing. Especially when this is a hobby. For all you young folks out there, he's really having problems with that band switch. By the way, your brother Carl, he said you are a brave man for taking that band switch out.
Oh, great. Yeah. Which is another way of saying... You're never going to get that back together.
That's right, and we're going to prove it wrong, aren't we? Huh?
Well, I'm not sure yet.
Oh, God, I can't stand the negative vibes, you know. Oh, my God. I'd rather see you put that thing back together wrong than sit around and cry about it.
Oh, I can put it back together wrong. That's easy.
We will get it right.
I can do.
Hey, here's the progress we made today. We found out that the wafer switch has contacts top and bottom, and only 3 of those sets of contacts are there. Everything else, the contacts are on one side of the wafer. I mean, come on. And the schematic, the reason they're on top and bottom is so when you turn your band switch, it connects between the two. And there's only 3 of those sets. The rest is a piece of cake.
I've created in my little book of things to look out for. I don't ever tackle another radio without complete and detailed schematics of all switches, because this one does not have a schematic.
No, yes it does. I keep telling you over and over and over. I've shown you on the schematic where the switch is and where the wires go. It's right there. It's all there.
Is so inadequate.
Well, it may be a little inadequate.
My skill level.
No, that's why I'm here. I am your backup skill level. Don't worry about it. We've already determined that which of the three those 3 positions where you have contacts top and bottom, what are they? Which switch positions? S1,
A, C, and B.
A, C, and D.
Or D, yes.
Yeah, A, C, and D.
A, C, and D.
Okay, that narrows it all the way down. All the way down. The rest
from
are
17 to just 3.
Yeah, 14. Well, look, okay, I don't want you sniveling anymore on our good subscribers, so we'll catch you next time.
All right, well, I know you're a miracle worker, so we're going to turn this sniveling excuse for a repairman into someone who's confident and
you're doing well.
Ready
You
to
think
go.
You're not doing well. Trust me, you're doing well. You're doing fantastic. And I could take that radio, hook it up, and get it going for you. But what would you learn? 0. Okay. Until next time. Say a Merry Christmas to your brother.
Merry Christmas to all.
And to Carl in particular.
And especially Carl.
Okay. Well, hello again. Today we have the young man who just completed his first semester in college. How did it go?
It went good. It was all right.
And you are in a fraternity. What's the name of the fraternity?
Sigma Phi Epsilon.
Sigma Phi Epsilon. And you joined the fraternity how soon after school started?
It was in September. I joined in September, yeah. So about a month in, month or 2, month and a half.
Okay. And how do you like fraternity life?
I love it. It's a lot of fun. It's great.
Your mom wanted you to do this too, did she?
Yes,
she wanted you to have the entire...
That's the reason I did it. She wanted me to join it so bad. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it, but she was like, you just try it. Just go do it.
That's right.
So I didn't...
Well, she belonged to a sorority, didn't she?
She was a little sis for a fraternity.
Oh, for a fraternity. Well, she wanted you to get the entire spectrum of college life.
Yes.
Living in the dorm, being a part of a fraternity, and just go to the party life and study hard and graduate and all that stuff, right? On time, right?
Teach me how to balance things out, yeah.
That's right. It's called juggling, keeping all the balls in the air. Okay, let's get down to the meat of the matter. What were your... Now, we are helping you with your tuition, correct?
Yes.
And you know me, I'm not going to pay for junk,
A
right?
slacker, yeah.
Yeah, no slacker.
Never.
No slacker. Tell us your grades, boy.
I got 3 A's and 2 B's.
3 A's and 2 B's. Well, that's fantastic. That's pretty good. That's being part of a fun time or fraternity.
And training.
And training with Thug
working.
Nasty down in Little Rock. How many times a week you train with?
2 to 3. I go down there 2 to 3 times. I work 2 days a week, and then I have the fraternity stuff.
And you still got 3 A's and 2 B's.
Yes.
Boy, that's fantastic. You can put it there, big boy. That's fantastic. We're real proud of you. All right. Well, why are you standing in my driveway today? Now the semester ended yesterday.
Yes.
Why are you standing in my driveway today with your Fall Nationals Orlando martial arts?
I'm about to head home. I'm done. I get
Now
to
this
go back.
this Worldwide of Sports did you get this when you were down there and you won the ESPN championship?
This was the year after.
Oh, this was
the year me, Aunt D, and Mom went.
Yeah, for those that don't know, he was on ESPN 2 national television, where he took the championship martial arts competition
nice big
that day. Got a nice big cup out of it. He did real well. I enjoyed that so much. I embarrassed him a lot, but that's okay. I don't care. I got really excited over that, you know. Okay, and you're doing what now? Why are you standing here again? I'm sorry.
I'm about to head home. Came by to stop by, see the grandparents.
And you are going to be home for how long?
About a month.
About a month. So school starts again. When does school start?
January 9th. January 9th.
And you will be back when?
January 8th.
Okay, you ready for the next semester?
Yes.
Do you realize that this?
I got a notch on my belt, so it shouldn't be
Okay,
too.
that's good. Now you wrestled around and fought around with Thug Nasty last night, didn't you?
Yeah, he taught me the twister.
He taught you the twister. What he beat Matt Sales with. That was fantastic. You know, that's a big deal, boy. That's all over the sports news. You know,
It's hard. It's hard to get, so it's pretty impressive.
it's incredible what he did. It's only second time in all Ultimate
history.
Fighting Championship history. That's amazing. Okay, well look, you drive careful up there. And we'll see you. You're coming down for Christmas, you and your dad.
Yes. we'll be here.
And we really want you to drive careful and take it easy. We want you back and all that stuff, okay?
Yes, sir.
And just know that Grandma and I love you very much. So have fun, you know, enjoy yourself. Are you going back to see Mary?
Of course.
Mary, of course. So there's folks out there, they want to see Mary too. It's going to be a while. She starts school next fall, right?
Yes. Yeah.
You'll both be going to UCA, University of Central Arkansas, here in
That's
Conway.
where she's leaning to right now. Yeah.
She's leaning that way, so she has other options she's considering?
She's not sure U of A or UCA. It's
Oh,
kind
U
of
of A.
the same decision I had.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off because I know you got to get going. You got a couple of friends in the car. They're at college with you down here also.
Yes.
And they were in high school with you, weren't they?
Yes.
So you're taking everybody home.
Right. Yep.
All right. Are you an Uber driver?
I should start charging. I really should. I need to start keeping snacks in there for everyone.
Okay, we'll see you later. We love you, boy.
I must have replaced it.
This gentleman here sitting here talking to himself is Tom again. He's back once more, and he has brought a bunch of gator wires with him. Look at here, boy. He's ready to rock and roll. You're going to get that radio set up with that switch. He decided to just disconnect the entire switch from what he had connected because it wasn't working out. And we talked it over, and then I showed him how to hook up a gator wire.
So it doesn't come off.
Yeah, so it doesn't
Because
come
the first
off.
3 I hooked up came off.
That's
after I
right,
already
but now
moved on.
they're not coming off now, are they?
No, sir.
No, that's right. So everything he does is a learning experience that he will eventually apply at a later date. So let me see. Now you have a birthday coming up. You said in January,
February.
February. Are you going to be able to get this thing fixed by your birthday? Will that be your birthday present?
Oh my gosh, I hope so.
Or would you like to have a Christmas present? Maybe get an epiphany.
We've been working on this since July 28th.
What do you mean we?
I mean, I've been working.
You have a
on this.
mouse in your pocket? I'm just guiding you along. I'm letting you make all the mistakes you can make.
Well,
so later on, you
I don't
know
if I
what
can make
not
too
to
many
do.
More other than just set fire to the thing.
Oh, there's a lot of mistakes you
which
can
may
still
occur
make.
after this.
You wouldn't believe the mistakes I made, and half the people I know, they're still making them because they haven't figured out not to make them to this day. You're going to be one of these guys that will never again make those mistakes. All right. Now stay with it, son. Let me see. Now you've got 1, 2. You've got 4 wires gaitered in. Stay with it.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Stay
5,
with it.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to go, and I'll be done.
That's right. Piece of cake. Are you whimpering, sniveling, whining, or what?
Inside, yeah.
Okay. Say hi to Carl.
And Sky Carl,
By-
how are you doing?
By the way, Carl, I looked at Tom. I looked at Carl's video with the wig. Did you finish watching it?
No, I haven't. I
Boy,
need to
get your butt in gear.
I get distracted easy.
I know, but you don't let your brother hang out there like that.
Well, that's true.
I mean, he puts hair on his head today. Next thing you know, he may want to get a new tattoo or something in the middle of his forehead.
I won't recognize him.
A Nazi symbol or something. All right, stay with it. Don't make me get into my whipping mode here. I'll get the whip out. By the way, today is, what is today? Sunday. Today's Sunday. I don't even know the date. Don't even care. I don't worry about it now that I'm retired. But this is Tom, my students. This is his rat's nest of gator wires that to his wafer switch down there. And believe it or not, we were actually getting some good sound out of there. We hadn't picked up any stations, but he got some good sound out of it like that. And the volume was going up and down. He was kind of happy about that. So he was getting good amplification, just it wouldn't pick up a station, which means he probably has to do more tweaking and peaking. However, here's what we're going to do. He's gotten to the stage where he's learned a great deal about vintage radio repair. But he made a few mistakes along the line, primarily the one on this wafer switch, not taking proper photographs, and he should have taken a video as well as photographs. Video is great, and you know he just didn't make enough drawings. I think he should have made a few backup drawings in case the video or the photographs crapped out. He would have had a good backup. So that was a very valuable lesson learned that I wanted him to learn. I let him alone. I said, here, I gave him instructions on how to do it. I said, you got it? He said, yeah, I think I do. And I just left him. I gave him the pencil and the paper, and I said, now do a very good drawing, take lots of pictures. Well, what happened was he got this lamp really close down in here to what he wanted to do, and then he took pictures, and the lamp washed out the picture. So part of it was like all washed out. His brother Carl used to do that a lot. You know, up there in Ohio, he'd wash out. You'd see his videos, and half of Carl wouldn't be there because it was washed out. A lot of background light. It was like, where's Carl? He's there somewhere. So it must be a family thing. It's the only thing I can think of. So now he's suffering greatly from his mistake, and you can bet it'll never happen again because of that. So today's Sunday, like I said, Wednesday he'll be back. And if he does not get the radio functioning on Wednesday, I've decided that it's time to show him what Plan B is. Those of you who watch my videos all these years, you know I always have a Plan B. I haven't known Tom that long for him to realize that, but I think he'll realize it after this coming Wednesday when he comes back to work on this again. Well, guess what? Old Buzz 1151 has motivated me to do something. I've been meaning to do it for a while, and old Buzz finally got me going. He just completed the repair of a Philco 45L. It's a low boy, floor model radio. Did a very good job. He restored the entire thing from top to bottom. Excellent work just excellent. Of course, it took him about 3 lifetimes to get it done, but it was fantastic when he got it through. And when he got all done, he was playing this like big band music through it from a transmitter that he has. It's the only way he could have got that out of there. And I don't think I've ever seen his transmitter. He may have showed it to us. I just can't remember. My memory's fading more and more every day. So I decided, I'm sitting out here with my HQ 129X Hammerlin, tuning in shortwave and stuff like that. Why don't I bring out my transmitter from the house? I don't use it very much in the house. I would use it more out here. I could feed a CD into it, transmit through the shop here, and I could tune it in with the old radio. Let me show you what I'm talking about. For those of you who have been my subscriber, for many years now, you remember I built this transmitter quite a while ago. God, that must be 7, 8 years ago. I don't know, maybe longer. It's the one that Rick McWhorter, All American 5 Radio, I think he and a friend collaborated on it. And he ultimately was the one that built it, put the plans on the internet, and I said, wow, that's great. That's exactly what I want. I picked it up, and I built my own. Now, I could have made it a little bit smaller. I didn't have to have a chassis quite this large, but, I could have probably got by with a chassis half that size, but I didn't care. I wanted it as close to what Rick had done with his as I could get. And I think I came pretty darn close. And then, of course, I picked up the CD player at a flea market here the other day for, I can't remember what it was, $2, $3. Wasn't much, $5. I don't even remember, it was so little. And it plays perfectly, and all I have to do is put my CDs in here and feed it directly into the inputs on the side of the transmitter. I have both RCA and the 3.5 millimeter jack there that I can use. And they're all connected together. So let's see how well we're doing. I've got it transmitting right now. Pretty nice, huh? I love this. I can turn the lights out. Put any kind of music there you like. Led Zeppelin if you want it. Iron Maiden. It doesn't matter. I happen to like this. Look how clear that is. Isn't that nice? If you don't have a transmitter, if you have not built a transmitter of your own, you're cheating yourself. Trust me. You can even build an FM transmitter. They're kind of touchy and messy, but the AM tube type, they're the best.
You're a perfect angel. All my friends agree.
So there you go, Buzz. See what you did? You got me motivated. I put up a shelf, brought it all out, set it up. The whole job didn't take 30 minutes. Should have done it a long time ago.
You're so heavenly. Good enough for strangers. Good enough for me.
Good enough for me. I finally decided to put my realistic DX160 back together. It needed the case put on. I just had them both sitting over on the shelf for too long. I said, that's it. Today's the day. So I went ahead and stuck it all back together. And I decided to listen to my transmitter on the DX160 as well. It doesn't have that nice, big, mellow sound like the Hammerlin puts out with the tubes, but it does do a good job. Nice little job. Let me turn the lights off here. Not bad, huh? It's got good sound. Look at the signal strength I'm getting on this thing from that transmitter. I could probably tweak it a little bit higher with the antenna trim. Great stuff. Good stuff. When I was a kid, you know, we used to go do, when I was 12 years old, 13, we'd go shopping in our town where I was raised. And there'd be, you know, store lights, Christmas lights on every store, even inside the stores. And they'd all be playing Christmas music. I don't know what's happened over the years. You know, that's all sort of disappeared, I guess. I guess maybe in some places they still do it. But it was like that everywhere. It used to be fun to go from town to town to see all the different lights across the streets from, you know, pole to pole. There'd be Santa Clauses everywhere, waving as the cars went by. I don't know. Yeah, I kind of long for those things, you know. You like to go back and be able to at least experience it one more time, but I guess it's just never going to happen. So we have to resort to this sort of thing to bring back the old memories. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Here's a little project I'm currently working on for a lady. Ignore all the little turpentine spots on it. She went out to California with her dad not long ago to put up a gravestone on her grandma's grave, which I thought that was very nice. She's an Arkansas nurse, and while she was out there, they, after they got done with the gravestone stuff and everything, they took a few trips around California because that's where her dad was originally from. And she took a nice picture of a lighthouse, and she said she just loved it. She just loved this picture. So she took it on her cell phone and brought it back. She said, "John, can you paint this picture?" She said, "I'd love to have a painting of it." I said, "Are you serious? Paint this thing? That's just pretty rough, It's going to take quite a while." She said, "That's okay, that's okay." And I said, "It's not going to look exactly like that when I get done. I'm not that good." She said, "Just do your best." So anyway, I've been working on it for the last few days, and so far this is what we've got. We're getting there. I've got a lot of detail yet to put in it. I just blocked in the lighthouse the other day. We'll add more paint to that later, but it's coming along. I'm kind of happy with it. More detail here in the front. So this is what I do in my spare time. I hope she likes it when I'm done.